one of the fiercest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights, it's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. Most, something about it still feels holy. Glad to have you along from Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. It's the BYU Cougars and the Utah Utes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Martin. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this
open field on the right. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Martin. Nowhere to go.
And how about this freshman getting involved again? Man, this is the guy that we talked about in the meetings coming into this game. To see a freshman flying around, getting in the backfield, making those tackles for losses, could he do it again? Can he continue to grow up? Palmer, this dude looks like he's going to be a problem despite his age.
for years to come, too. And the coaches told us leading into this one, we're just not used to freshmen having the kind of football IQ that this kid has. He just has a feel for the game. And you saw that the last time out. You're seeing it again here early. He can dissect things. He does such a good job reading the blocking schemes in front and knows where to fit. It's really remarkable to see how he plays beyond his age.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Hands it off on the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
Got his man. Picked up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Martin. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The play fake. Rolls right. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incomplete.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Martin. Gets away from one, he's got space. Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll try to slam it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And man, that's a good job by this defense. Great job being physical, penetrating, getting in the backfield, 3rd and goal, expecting run, getting in there, and now forcing a decision for this offense, forcing the 4th down and goal.
They want to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Turning it on! He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Handoff for Parker. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the break. BYU is on top, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Fires to the right. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On the ground with the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. This time they'll throw it. Makes the pass. Right side, it's Martin. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Press center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's a tough yardage for a defense when it's third and short like that. You don't know if it's run or pass. Great job rushing the quarterback, getting to him, and getting him on the ground. That's a tough thing to do. QBs can scramble and pick that up easily. The defense was ready.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Quick give. It's Martin. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
To the air. It's Buckmeyer. Finds his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
The Cougars are marching down the field. Looking for space. It's Martin. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Martin. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Still looking. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Tight end finds a soft spot, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Gets rid of it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. At the 20, he's got space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Grant.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff again. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting defense get it back. It's a turnover. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Escapes the pressure to his right. The sure hands. It's Lyons. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU right back to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide left, it's Bachmeier. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Martin. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Bachmeier. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas. And an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the #1 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Buckeyes, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country.
They'll run for it. It's Parker. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's a gift to Parker. Stopped right there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the...
Snags it, and he's open. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. And the Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff for Parker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless, and that back David had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive line...
Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Utah! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Turning it on. The 50, the 40. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hands it off. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Got him right there.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Move. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
The Utes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this... It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field. And anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks. And so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
It's complete on the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a really nice route there by the slot receiver on the slant. He took his time, he set up the DB, put his foot in the ground, crossed his face.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Lets it fly. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the ground.
Here comes the heat. Unloads in the nick of time.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the tight end. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop. And the Cougars with a golden opportunity, but the key to the drill is turn it into points. The give. Got enough for the 1st down. Smashes through the tackle. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Still looking to his right. On the run, fires downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to run it. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Wants to throw one first. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Utes will hustle to the line.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air, it's Dampier. Under pressure, and they got him.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dangerous screen into traffic. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Snapped on 4th down. Rushes on. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls it. Now the pitch. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Martin. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Run ends there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
BYU 2011 Utah 7.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. They're working that left side. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pass is knocked away, incomplete, but there is a flag, and I think the offense is going to benefit from the quarterback taking an extra shot. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Black 14, black 14.
They'll move the wide receiver. Drops back on 1st down. Look out! And he never had a chance.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
And, man, this defense has been so good today. They've built a lead. They know.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Makes a grab past the marker. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the ground with the counter. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Coming out with the victory in the Holy War, it is the Cougars of BYU. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.